Hello world. I feel like the lighting is just so much better in this video now. I'm just like looking at it on my computer screen for the monitor and I am loving this new setup. It looks so good. I'm so proud of this. Alright, so we're gonna play with some makeup today. We're just gonna do a chatty get ready with me. I just haven't filmed in forever and I want to have a YouTube video to put up for you guys. I want to talk about the craziness that's going on, where I'm at, how I'm dealing with things. I know it's a little hectic for everybody right now. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go in to the eyebrows. This is like a new trick that I've been loving with this product right here. This has been my ultimate best friend now. This product is insane. I love it. It is the best brow gel I think I will ever use in my life. And yes, it is a hair gel, but it works. So this is a trick that I've been doing to hold up my brows. I've been liking the like undone brow look with like the more bushier brows going on. I've also been trying to do my brows not first anymore. Like I like to carve them out when I just like start my eyeshadow, but I've been learning some new tricks. I've been taking like an online course and I've been loving it. It's a 3-week course and we get to learn like the coolest stuff ever, and I've learned some like new blending techniques that have actually been like amazing and I've absolutely been loving them. So I'm going to try a look today, but like this stuff just holds these brows down like insanely. This is like way better than, I'm actually gonna like add this to my kit because it is a hair gel, but is like the most strong hair gel I think I've ever used in my entire life. This CoverGirl True Blend concealer has been my absolute favorite lately. It is a dupe for Tarte Shape Tape. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these brows out. So I'm trying to decide if I want to go into the original Jaclyn Hill palette or if I want to go into the new one. I don't know. Do I want to do a neutral look or do I want to do a cut crease? Gonna go into this bad boy. Look at how pretty this palette is. So stunning. So I'm going to go into this purple shade right here. That is the shade Not My Journey. And I'm just gonna go in and start packing that on the outer crease. Yeah, so it's crazy just because I was like talking to my dad and I just like was telling him how like crappy it is because you like finally take a chance on yourself and you have the confidence that, you know, you're gonna do so good and you're gonna make it, and then it's like, just kidding. You're actually gonna fall flat on your face because there's gonna be like a world pandemic, and yeah. It's honestly like so crazy to me. Like I can't believe all this stuff is actually happening. I'm like in so much shock. I'm gonna go into this shade. So this shade is the shade Lolly Mama. And I'm taking this on a Morphe 433. And I'm just going to pat that on top of the purple. It's kind of just really crappy because I like finally took this chance on myself and I was like so excited to like finally do makeup full time, and then now all my weddings and all this stuff, majority of my stuff is getting postponed. And it sucks, and I know like my brides are not happy either. And unfortunately, like we kind of have to do what we have to do. We like, if the world is shutting down, we have to look out for ourselves, and we can't be selfish, and we have to like think of other people. And because I am in the beauty world, like it's easy to transfer like diseases and stuff. And we have like, I do take sanitary cautions, like very much so, but you know, you never know, like somebody could say they have something and they don't, but I don't know. It's just like, it's such a crazy world right now. I'm just like in so much shock about like what is going on and just can't believe it. Like it's craziness to me. I'm going to go into the shade Positivity. Positivity? I don't know how to pronounce it. Positivity. I don't know. So I'm going to take this on like a fluffier brush, and I'm just going to go in and kind of just blend out those edges of the pink. And a trick for this is that I like to hold like the end of the brush and just like slowly blend that in into like circular motions. It helps blend it out a lot easier. And then I'm just going to keep going back and forth with that pink and the purple. You have to like layer colors to make them blend. If you don't layer them, they're not going to blend very well. And unfortunately, purple is like one of the hardest colors ever to blend. It's just crazy to me, this whole COVID-19 thing is just insane to me about how the world can just like shut down in an instant. I honestly, like I was talking to one of my friends today, and we were both saying how it's like crazy how we never thought something would ever make the world shut down like this. Like you just don't think about it. It's not something that you're like, oh, the world's gonna like end today. Like it's like, what? And it's crazy just because like I would take back so much if I could. Just like job choices. Not saying I like would want to stay at my old job, but I probably would have like had a little bit more security instead of being a crazy person and like leaving as fast as I did. I was almost at that company for a year, and I don't have anything bad to say about the company. It just wasn't it wasn't right for me. And I struggled quite a bit with being there, and it was just like an uphill battle both ways, it felt like. So yeah, I quit my job in January, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do makeup full time and I'm like in school as well, so I'd wanted to like take my time and like really focus on school because I finished my architecture stuff, but then I was like, well, what now? Like I want to learn business. So then I decided to enroll in a business degree. This is like full blown out. Like this is right up to the eyebrow. Getting a little bit more creative with my looks. That is for sure. I also have hooded eyes, so when I cut the crease, I want to raise this up. So you're gonna see that purple when I open my eyes. So as you can see now, you can see the purple. So I want to make sure that that is showing. It's crazy too because I had like so many fun things planned that I might have to cancel. I'm not gonna cancel them yet, but I have a couple master classes booked pretty much. I'm just like, I don't want to sell tickets yet because I don't want to disappoint people. So I'm gonna wait till this whole like pandemic is over. Hopefully sooner than later because I need to do makeup again. I miss my clients so much. It's just something about like this is just so freeing, just to be able to like leave my house and like put makeup on people. Like it's just the best job. I just love my job. I love what I do. It's nice to be able to work from home. It's awesome to like make your own rules and do things in your own schedule and not have to beg somebody to like do something for you. That was like one thing I felt at my job. I felt like I was like constantly in competition with like other people trying to get stuff done, and that's not the way I want to be. I do not want to be like that at all. Life's so short and I just like cannot handle that at all. Sorry, I feel like I can't do a cut crease and talk at the same time. Oh, see, there's this little hair and it's just gonna ruin my makeup. There's also a lot of construction going on at my house. So I live in a brand newer neighborhood, I want to say. So yeah, the construction is like real over here. So if you hear that in the background, I am so sorry. I unfortunately cannot avoid it because it's right behind my house. So I'm just going back and forth between the pink and the purple just to blend that concealer a little bit more. The key to layering colors like this is especially just like going back and forth with each of the colors on their own individual brush and just packing it on. And that is how you get the best fade. So I'm going to grab another brush. Like, look at that fade. Looks so good. And I'm going into that peachy color right here. This is the one that I was blending at the top of the crease with. So I'm just going to take that and I'm going to start packing that on beside. Oh, this is going to look so good. I'm so excited about this. There's like nothing better than a good cut crease. I really want to do this yellow. So this is, what color is this? That is the shade No Joke, and I'm going to just pop that on like the inner corner here. Oh, that just looks so good. Oh, I'm so excited for this. I can't believe I haven't like touched this palette yet. Yellows are a little bit trickier to work with. I find that they're always so patchy. So you just gotta keep packing. Okay, so this is the eyeshadow for this eye, so I'm just going to duplicate this on the other eye and I will be right back. Do you guys just ever look at your like makeup blending skills and be like, cause damn, like this is insane. I am like super proud of myself for this one, and nobody can take this from me, so don't even try to hate in the comments. Oh, that's super satisfying to clean up. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my face. So I've been trying to use up a bunch of products. So I'm going to take the Veil Mineral Primer Oil Free from Hourglass. This is what she looks like. This used to be like one of my absolute favorite primers when I was like super oily. So this is the Superstay Full Coverage Foundation by Maybelline. There we go. So I just am going to dab on my foundation. This is like a new technique that I've been learning, because I am definitely someone who is guilty for putting on too much foundation. And with this foundation, I'm not going to do like my entire face. I'm going to do my face in sections, just because this foundation dries like super quick. And I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to like bounce this brush into my skin. I've also joined the TikTok train. Like everybody else during quarantine, we've all like have jumped on this bandwagon. And like people can be like hella rude. I had one video kind of take off. I think it's like 180. Some girl is just like the meanest person, and like I don't want anybody to like go and hate. I didn't even like respond back to her because like I don't have time for that. But like, y'all, we're in quarantine and you're still being rude. Like I don't get it. Like why? Why are we still being rude like this? It's like, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with people. And literally like the video that like took off for me was just like a BoxyCharm video. I'm like kind of annoyed with BoxyCharm. The last box I got was super good. It was a Fenty box. And I'm like so in love with it. So if you guys have TikTok, please follow me. I make like makeup videos on there, obviously. I find like a lot of stuff, like I'm trying to be more original. This whole like trending stuff is like insane. I found like majority of my videos I have blown up is because they're like trending, which I get at the same time because like everybody gets on this like train. But this was in the shade Fair, by the way, because I'm a pasty girl. So I'm going to take that foundation brush again and I'm just going to push up. A lot of people do not like cream contour, but it is like literally my favorite thing. I used to be so against it too, and even on my clients I use powder, but on myself I just love the look of cream. And of course like on clients, cream contour is like not the most sanitary either, but I've really been liking this one because it blends out super good. So I'm going to take the Milani Conceal and Perfect concealer. Oh, I forgot to blend out my nose. Nice job, Sheena. So I like to contour under my lip just to give it more of a pouty effect. And always take your contour up into the brow because you'll thank me later. This has been like one of my favorite concealers lately. Like I just love the look of this on the skin, and it just blends out so freaking nice. Like my skin just looks so freaking good right now. I do not like to bake. I hate baking. I haven't liked it in a really, really long time. I'm gonna take my Airspun. I take this and I make sure that all of the lines are gone from underneath. And then I'm going to take like a smaller setting brush kind of thing and tap into that setting powder. I'm just going to press it in because I totally put powder like everywhere. This powder is like super messy if you guys ever use the Coty Airspun. Like it's just the messiest powder I find. And I just like set my smile lines and that is it. Like I don't set anything else. So I'm going to take this number 7 bronzer in caramel. And so I'm going to set my foundation with this, but when you do this, like putting creams on top, you want to be like super careful to not like pack on too much. So I like to hold the brush at the end. I was like thinking back to like how much I used to pack on bronzer, and I'm just like amazed by how much I have changed because I don't do that anymore. I feel like I don't have much of a halo that usually has been on my face. And I'm just gonna hit my jawline because we like to be tan and show off that shadow. Okay, this is the contour palette that I have been using, and I'm going to go in with contour 1, and I'm going to go in with a smaller, more dense brush. I don't like to take too much of this. Lightly do some circle motions just to deepen up that shadow. I was like thinking about it, I was like, because I'm always home alone, like what if someone like came to my house and I was like in the middle of a makeup look and I answered the door like this? I couldn't imagine the crazy things that run through my head. I'm going to take that brush that I set my concealer with and just dab in and just slowly, lightly contour. Okay, so I'm going to go in and finish my under eyes once I find this Jaclyn Hill palette. Go in with that purple that I used on top with like a flat shader brush. So with this shade, I'm just going like to the center of my eye. I'm just like so impressed with this eyeshadow. You guys have no idea. I haven't done like a super bright and colorful look like this in so long. I'm just going to take this little flat shader brush and I'm going to go under my eye with that pink and bring that pink like all the way in. Okay, and then I'm going to take this brush. This is that Naked brush, and I'm going to go back into that peach and I'm just going to blend out the edges. So I really like to blow out my oh, I just totally got purple. One thing I need to learn is to do like my eyes, all of my eyes first, and then to go in with a concealer. Because then I don't have to deal with that crazy fallout. I'm going to go in with a nude liner. This is the Essence Nude Liner in Extremely Lasting. And I'm just going to take this into my waterline. So I'm going to take some mascara. This is the CoverGirl Exhibitionist. Okay, so I'm going to put on these lashes by Morphe, the DTLAs. They're super pretty. They're kind of like demi-wispies a little bit, but not as winged out. I feel like I want more bold lashes, but I also want really natural lashes for this look. So I'm hoping I'm gonna like these. Also, am I the only one that's been drinking like an extreme amount of water and an extreme amount of alcohol during this isolation? I try to drink like 2 of these a day, and it is a lot of water. Was she cute? Nice and natural. Oh, I also am now certified to do a brow lamination, which is super exciting because I know it's like a huge trend, or it's going to be a huge trend in 2020. It's nice because like I'm thinking of this isolation as like a chance to take some courses. Like I'm also taking another makeup course. It's like a 3-week makeup course too. And obviously it's helping my blending skills because this is insane for me. And I love, like I've really been loving the no liner and like really light eyelashes. Okay, I want to use like an insane highlight today. So, oh no, just wasted a bunch of my cellar water. So because we're on the Jaclyn Hill train, I'm going to use her new eyeshadow, or not eyeshadow, highlighting palette. So this is the Jaclyn Cosmetics highlighting palette in the Flash. So this is the lighter skin tone because obviously your girl's real pale, so I wouldn't be going to buy a darker one. And of course I like can't open it. Also like quarantine nails, I'm going crazy. I need these things like shortened so bad, and I don't want to do it myself because I know I'm gonna like screw them up. Okay, packaging is on point with this. Okay, so I was one of those people that shot in auto and now I'm shooting in manual, so you should be super proud of me. So I'm still learning it because it's a little bit of a freaking learning curve, and I'm like my friend Sienna had to teach me how to do ISO and all that good stuff because I had no freaking clue and no idea. So as I was at, this is the Jaclyn Hill Flash palette. Absolutely beautiful packaging. Looks so beautiful inside. Super luxe. I actually like kind of want to get one of these for my kit and to use on my brides. So I'm going to go in with the Morphe M531. And of course I'm going to go into Gleam. And I'm going to just put the... Whoa! Holy shit! Okay. She was not playing around with this. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going to go in with the shade Ice because that shade is like actually a little too light for me. Oh my... What? I'm gonna take a moment for you, Jaclyn, because like, what? That is insane. And like, I barely tapped into this thing either. Like, I can't. I also have like one of her loose highlighters, and if this is like her palette, I'm like terrified to see the highlighter because like, what? Or like the loose one, because this is insane. You do not need Facetune for this at all. That is insane. I am like so mind blown. So I'm just going to take the shade, I think I'm going to take Gleam again. So I'm going to take this one right here. And I'm just going to add that into my brow bone just a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to take the shade Sparks. And I'm going to go into, I also like to like take a little bit of highlight and like go above my temples. Holy crap, that is an insane highlight. You guys, I like barely touched this. Like I just like, so I'm going to use more of a peachy blush. This might be too natural. I might need to do something more. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to just go in and smile. I want to like really blush up the cheeks just because I need a little bit more color into the face. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the Real Her liner in I Love Myself. So I'm going to like overdraw my top lip and my bottom lip just a bit. I always feel so weird when I overdraw my lips. So I'm going to take the Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick in Skin Tight. And I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to pat it on the center of the lid. Alright, so I'm going to go in with the Jeffree Star and Morphe setting spray. I actually don't like this setting spray as much as I like the original one. I find this one kind of leaves my skin a little tacky, but I'm also not going to like waste it. I do want to use it up, so I've been using it quite a bit. And it smells like, oh, I just got some of it in my mouth. But it smells like strawberries, but it's like the most bony scented strawberries I've ever tried. I'm like a huge like Morphe setting spray fan, but I don't know, that one just, it doesn't do it for me lately. Like it's just not my favorite. So that is the finished makeup look. So thank you guys so much for just hanging out and getting ready with me. I love you guys more than you'll ever know. This is just cool. Like I'm excited to play around with this new setup and actually have like the background lit and something. I want to know if you guys like this color more, or if you do want a colored background, or if you want like objects in the back. I don't have a big enough space. Like this room isn't that very, like it's not very big at all. So I don't have a lot of space to like have stuff back here, but I can figure something out if you guys want more of that kind of setup, or if you want like a backdrop. But yeah, I'm just gonna stop talking because I feel like I've been talking forever. So if you guys like this video, make sure you go and hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. I love you guys. I hope everyone stays safe during this crazy time that is going on in the world. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Mwah!